Well, it's a few days after this final experiment. I'm still not buying it. I didn't buy it before. I just can't get over why now, in 2024, soon to be 2025. If this were real, all these years, like let's go back to the beginning of 2015 when Flat Earth was taken off, right? Why wouldn't people who lived in this environment out there in the summer, there's a lot of people out there at Antarctica in the summer, why wouldn't they have been going, wow, there's a 24-hour sun, hey guys, and maybe call the news media out and say, hey, there's this flat earth thing that's disinformation, it's a big lie, and man, we see a 24-hour sun above the horizon just like you do in the North Pole. We see it here at the South Pole. Why wouldn't they have done that back then to nip this in the bud? Why instead did we get fake video, right? Edited video. So it doesn't make sense. That was exculpatory evidence for the ball, which they withheld. That's like you have evidence to exonerate you or set you free, and somebody's accusing you of a crime, and you have that evidence, and you don't show it. Or if you do show it, you make a fake one. Why would you make a fake if you have the real? And why not blast that? That's a big evidence for the ball. That's a big crushing blow to the flat earth. Why wouldn't you come out and just, have multiple videos, just one after another, of all the people that live there and just make it ridiculous, overwhelm us with it? Well, they didn't. Another one, it's like you're a football team and you've got a running back that's just unstoppable. He can score almost every time he gets the ball. Yet you hold on to him for almost 8 years and you don't put him out there? And now in 2024, almost 2025, you decide to, now we're going to put him out. He's going to start as our running back, and now we're going to start winning? This makes no sense. So that's a stumbling block. I can't get on board with this. I know there's somebody came up with some kind of using glass domes or, and a mirror. I don't know. But still, that would mean that, and he's saying that this is a phenomenon that we should see. Well, again, if we did see it, why didn't they come out? I don't believe they see it. It's a nice thing you did with the glass domes and the mirror and all that, but I don't buy it. Because then they would have had it. They would have been able to film a 24-hour sun going around, staying above the horizon, a 360 time lapse. But they gave us fake video. It's kind of like, in all these years, I've done a couple videos on people saying that us flat earthers, we won't even believe footage from space. Then the same person is showing me footage from space of the Earth, and they're using duplicate clouds. There's fake clouds. Of course we're not going to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they did. Did they film this in June at the North Pole? Is it all CGI? And a commenter on my channel, great comment, said, why haven't they advertised, hey, and made accommodations for come see the 24-hour sun in Antarctica? Why did they push this? They could have destroyed flat Earth years and years, 8 years ago, but they didn't until now. So why is it now? Does it have to do with Trump winning the election because there's a whole lot of Jesus talk now, a whole lot of getting back to Jesus? So this was a way of getting Christians, convince them that no, the ball earth model is true. I don't know. The timing of it is curious. Makes no sense. Whether maybe they filmed it. There's a lot of speculation. I've heard people say, maybe they all went to the North Pole in June and filmed a 24-hour sun. Or, like I said, maybe everything's just CGI. So now you want us to believe just a video. It's Hollywood. And you don't think Hollywood's got their ear? Or they can consult with Hollywood people on how to do a really great, overlapping and layering video? They can do whatever. And some people you get supposedly in the flat earth, whatever, that will go along with your story. I don't know. Not saying they did, but If that was something that you wanted to use, I mean, that's easy. You know, remember Tiger Dan? You know, so not buying it, not for a minute. You know, and as I've covered in my videos on rotation, you would have to have, unless you're saying we're geocentric now, just this ball and the whole, you know, everything around it, the sun, moon, and stars are rotating around us, because otherwise you need rotation for your ball to cause this look of the sun going around, because you guys say it's not the sun that's moving, it's the earth. Well, I've already debunked. And I know you guys call it the final experiment when it's really an observation. Well, here's an observation. Water, like glass, like a mirror, when the wind's not blowing. That's an observation that debunks the rotation. You know, everywhere on the sphere is a turn, except for the equator. That's the only place where water would want to move in a straight line. Everywhere else, the globe would be trying to force you to turn as it rotates. All the other latitudes are a turn. In the northern hemisphere, it's a left turn. In the southern, it's a right turn. And water wants to go straight. Everything wants to go straight. That's why water spins to the equator of a rotating wet ball, right? So all the water would want to move straight. So you'd have in oceans and in big lakes, water moving for, you know, tens of miles or whatever in a straight line, because there's nothing to make it curve until it hits the bank or other water. So you would always have turbulence in the water to some extent. You'd never have glass water. So there's my final experiment. It's actually the final observation that we're not rotating, and you need rotation to have that sun going around at the South Pole. So I just debunked you. That's it. This picture debunks the 24-hour sun. All right, the saga continues. So we'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye-bye.